game were played in Freeport, we would not be talking right now.
Is that right? Yeah, I mean, it got really dark there for a while, and the umpires driving over said that they drove through light rain much of the day, and it was kind of surprising and shocking that we got through here without at least a little light rain during the game. And hats off to the park people that got our field ready, took a little diamond dry, and did some work on it this morning so that we could get out here and play and get this one in, because the weather the next couple days isn't looking, all that promising either. And so it's nice to get this one done, and then hopefully Thursday goes, but if not, maybe on Friday.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Here it was, what looked to be at one point a nail biter. Then it looked like it was going to be easy city, and then credit to the Portage Warriors, they battled to the end, and it was a 9-6 win. All the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of postseason softball, right, Dale?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You think you get ahead 9-1, and that you can shut them down, and you think you have it kind of good at that point. I thought maybe 4 or 5 runs would win the game, to be honest, and and when we got to 9, you're sitting pretty good. And I don't know then if you relax a little bit, but you still have to make plays. And like I told the kids, if you give them an opening, when they gave us an opening here and there too, and when we got openings, we seemed to knock the door down and get some runs. And when we gave them some openings, some misplays, which is uncharacteristic of us, they did a nice job knocking the door down and getting some runs. They have some players certainly, and scoring 9 runs against a pitcher like that is pretty good. And you'd like to be a little bit better defensively so that we don't give up 6 ourselves. Right.
The one error in that inning did lead to a couple runs, but I thought the one inning that really came up big for you, after Portage had scored their first run without a hit, still Becca working on the no-hitter in the 5th. She gave up the first hit to Morgan Mills. She goes around the 3rd. Coach Mills was Dave was trying to manufacture whatever he could out there.
Yeah, he caught us a little bit. We knew they were fast and that they were running, that they were going to be aggressive. You think back to that game, the sectional final 2 years ago, and we threw 3 or 4 kids out on the bases, 2 at home. He's very aggressive, and they try to manufacture some things, and they kind of caught us there in an in-between, bunt play who's covering 3rd, and that's kind of on me. And we should have had that covered better. That shouldn't have happened, but credit to Portage to do that, and it did get them a run. It was a big play for them.
It got them the first one, but they couldn't get the second, and I thought not getting the second might have had a positive effect in terms of wanting to get some runs and avoid that situation the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I would certainly agree. I don't remember how that inning ended, but and how many strikeouts did Becca have?
We had her for 12.
12. It was that. That's still a lot of strikeouts.
It's still, and we were just talking to her about that. I mean, we've kind of gotten to the point with her that you start grading against the last outing, and and if it isn't quite the the work of art in the last 2 innings, then all of a sudden she gets knocked down a grade. And I mean, we got to remember this is postseason softball. The idea here is to win the game.
This is sectional play, and you're striking out 12 kids and 12 hitters against a team that's won 10 games in a row, lost 3 games on the year, state ranked. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we got to do a little bit better job supporting her, and she can do a little bit better herself closing out games.
Right. I mean, the 12 strikeouts didn't come during those couple of at bats where they scratched out the infield hits and then put Carrie Hendrickson in the position of having to make a running grab. That meant something, and so you're right. It's a collective effort in that regard.
It is.
But the bottom line is you worked out of jams in the 6th. She did get key strikeouts in the 6th, and then again got the early strikeout in that 7th inning to avoid any further damage, and then did get the support, especially that last catch out there and left by Carrie Jordan, and you were able to start the celebration, and that's got to feel pretty nice to get back to a sectional final.
It does, and it never gets old, and we're proud to be there, happy to be there, and we know we're going to get a very talented and very good McFarland team. I know Dave personally, the coach over there, so we know we're going to have our hands full, and we're waiting for our Class A scout, Coach Alexi, who's over at McFarland tonight, and he does a super job of preparing our kids and preparing our team, as far as we know what to expect. He's got a radar gun, and he's got it all written up, and we knew what we were going to face today, and he's spot on. He does an excellent job in that capacity for us, and it does make a difference.
And one of our loyal listeners on the internet.
Yes,
so we try to give it to him the way he look at it here at Twining Park.
It's especially tough for him. important too, because his kid is playing.
Right.
And to ask somebody to go out and do that for you, it's tradition. He's done it. He done such a super job. But when your daughter's playing, we set it up the first time so that he could watch one of the earlier regional games. But he sacrifices a lot to be our JV coach and then to go out and do that scouting for us.
Yeah, he sees plenty of games between. He's got a son up in Verona too playing baseball. So
yes, he does.
So
he
and,
does.
and they're in postseason now too. So it's a busy time for Joe, but hopefully he'll have the good scouting report. I think you and I are the only two guys in the city here who remember good old-fashioned Monroe, McFarland, Verona Triangle Badger Conference softball dynasties that made for 6 great ball games home and away every year.
Yes.
And now you get one in a sectional final.
We do. Noel remembers that too. And, there aren't as many as you'd think, though, because it goes back a few years. But those were some classic games with Coach Schmickla and Coach Cease and Tischer and those guys. And, you kind of miss those days, but we found some new rivalries as well too.
You did, and now this one's got a lot at stake and more.
We're 2-2 with Portage now.
That's right.
In sectional type games, and Dave had us down 2-0. Now we've gotten the last 2 and even the square, or even the score, I guess.
And one went away from a trip back to state, and you knew that this group had it in them. It's nice to see them at least get the opportunity.
Yep, and the seniors, we want them to play their last game at Goodman Diamond, and that's our kind of mantra now, and we got to get one more win to do that. So.